Gee, I deserve this.
That was deep.
First one was Jae.
Maybe you should got both of them right. Hey,
No, it's E.
Don't hate on my A.
It's E.
we ain't gonna let you make it.
I don't know what they taught you over there,
Man, one of
Coleman,
y'all.
but effort starts with the E.
This is actually one of my favorites. Actually, my favorite. I still sing it. I can't sing, but I don't say what I know.
The fact that you say that, we're gonna have some more songs that you want to sing. You really gotta make sure you listen to that exercise and you put on your whole playlist.
Yeah. She said it. Yeah.
You showed me love,
That's behavior.
one that I never knew existed. Showered my world with it. Oh, baby, even when I resisted. But now you're telling me that you gotta leave, cause you passed this, cause you're not to you. And I'm sitting here trying to figure out why it's so hard to choose me for you, but it's losing me. It's breaking me down so low that I can't get back up again. Now you're begging me to wait for you to correct your mistakes from the past that you made. But baby, I just can't take this pain. So I'm willing to let you go, but oh baby, I know that I will always love, and I'm always thinking of you. Love things you know, they take me go, but I never saw this was coming. No, I'll never forget. And I'll take me closer of your love so high. Now I'm crashing and burning, screaming for my life away. Tried to warn me, said it wasn't meant for this to be, but I kept on pushing through, cause I know it's all, but they couldn't see who is here with me. To know that I lost you to someone who didn't love you. Now you begging me to wait for you to come.
I like it. What else?
Yes, ma'am.
What's happening, man? It's your boy DJ Reese Reek, man. You are live on Speaker Live TV. Man, y'all know what the fuck going on, man. This lady to the right of me, man, she's so damn dope, man. We had to bring her back for a personal interview. Which, I mean, you know, that's special.
I appreciate that.
I'm just bullshitting. Everybody get a personal interview.
You know what, DJ Reese?
No, I'm just saying, hey, but you came back fast, though. A lot of motherfuckers don't get to come back for a while.
I did.
You came back
I
fast.
made sure that my schedule allowed me to be available for this.
Man, I
assignment.
appreciate you making that. You know what I'm saying? You get an A for effort on that.
Thank you.
Yeah, A for
Thank
effort.
you. You know, we just passing.
Hey,
A's
we
out
still
here all
on this
evening.
A for effort.
I just gave her A for effort.
I'm just saying, effort starts with an E. We're gonna keep it real.
I didn't say don't do it.
I'm just saying.
We know where it starts with it.
I'm just saying.
Just do what you do back there,
I'm
okay? You know
here.
what I'm saying? That's why. That's what's going on here, man. Please introduce yourself to these wonderful people, man.
Hey, if you have not already gotten, I am the Jae Thomas. I am one of Jackson, Mississippi's R&B artists walking around here with talent of the many that we have. And I thank you all again
Okay.
for allowing me to be here.
It is because she'll get on your ass if you don't get it right. Her name ain't Jay.
It's not.
It ain't JT.
It's not.
It ain't Jae Thomas. It's the
Jae Thomas. Get it right.
Thank you.
People
See?
must have hers.
A for effort.
Man.
A for effort.
I'm
And
gonna-
then the fact that you made sure that you made sure that you came back behind me so that people know.
Yeah, because I don't want nobody to go through what I go through.
Okay.
I'm gonna let y'all have y'all A for effort
Thank
today.
you.
Yeah.
Fee.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's all good.
Thank you.
Now, welcome back again. I want to say welcome back.
Before we get to that part, I also need to give a shout out to my team.
Oh man, talk to him.
Okay. And I also want you all to know that I'm with the Optimal Palace. Shout out to Optimal Palace, Kia Seminar, Dear Rome, JG, Dollar, KMGOP. Go book them for everything that y'all need. I have an awesome team that holds me down, and I'm gonna be perfectly honest. If it wasn't for them, I would not be here today. And there would not be a Jae Thomas.
I love that so much. You didn't shout out your team. It's all good though. It's all good.
We finna be over with. It was over with. We was gonna cut the camera off.
I don't think so, but I always have to pay
Shout out
homage to my
JG.
people.
But just let me.
Shout out
Pay homage to my
Optimal.
people.
I understand that. I know I do it.
It's
all
on your
good.
agenda.
I'm
It's on
sorry.
your
I
agenda.
messed up his paperwork. My
Oh,
bad.
Okay.
Hey, Jay. Hey.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? Let me go ahead and shout out Soul Seekers Dallas. Gotta shout out Soul Seekers Dallas, man. My guy, you know what I'm saying? Keep me with some fresh kicks.
For sure.
You know what
I'm with it.
I gotta shout out my homeboy Jelly Green, man. He made a real great donation. We're gonna have him on the scene soon. Might well go and get Fee out the way.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
Before you get to me, I want to
to
shout out
you
the
like
homies at Can't Run Us Apparel, cause they always check them out, y'all. Y'all gotta check Can't Run Us Apparel out.
They keep you fresh, don't they?
Yes, I love them.
And my homegirl Ashley Washington, she got the Fuck Them Folk shirts that I was wearing this weekend. Make sure y'all tapping us. She at the Sage Empress on Instagram. Y'all can send her a message. She'll get y'all.
And don't forget, on April 6th, which is tomorrow, vote James Wrigley Jr.
Ward 5 councilman. I have no vote in that, but
I don't either, but y'all need to vote for him.
West Side, you know what I'm saying? That's that West. That's where you from?
I'm Ward 4.
But you from Ward 5.
She on the line. Remember
I'm
we
on
was
that
talking
line.
about them
Yeah,
lines?
I'm on
Yeah,
that line.
she on that line.
I'm Ward 4.
She on the other side.
That's kind of a real.
I mean, but you gotta understand, I definitely was on that line because you have to think about where I stayed at. It was either Jim Hill or Provine, depending on how your street was split up. And I was just fortunate enough to be on the Jim Hill side.
Oh, she got blessed slightly. I'm gonna let you make
But that's
it.
crazy, man. 'Cause I know
Thank
people
you.
that live directly across the street and went to the hill. You know what I'm saying? And then come pro. Like they did directly.
Do you
across
blame
the
him?
street. No, I mean that was just the zoning. You know what I'm saying? They had no choice. If they had a choice, I know where they would have went to. You
Oh,
know what I'm saying?
so you think?
So I know.
So you best behavior.
But wait, we gonna make this about music and not
Hey,
school
OG
rivalry.
Snap said, "What's up?"
Hey, OG Snap.
You know
I
what
love
I'm
OG
saying?
Snap.
Now he was gonna get a shout out. You
That's
know what
my
I'm saying?
guy.
Everybody getting one. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
my
I'm with
guy.
that. I be with the shit.
I know.
I hope you had a great birthday, boo.
Now let me ask you something. Because you have an amazing voice.
Thank you.
Is music in your background? Is it a family thing?
Oh my God, yes. I have an uncle that could sing Luther Vandross under the table.
Oh, I love it.
Okay, now.
I want to hear it all.
I mean, you pushing it.
Man, listen,
Skinny Luther or Big Luther?
Big Luther.
All them motherfuckers hit. I'm just gonna be serious. All of them hit. So I'll take you the one.
But you know, everybody favor Big Luther.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? I got an uncle that can sing Luther Vandross under the table. Shout out Uncle Larry. I have an aunt who can hit some high notes. She'll swear, but down she can't sing, but she can hit some high notes like Mariah Carey up in there.
Cracking glasses.
Yes, but I mean, it's a beautiful sound. Shout out to my Aunt Carrie. I have another uncle. He can sing. Like, just, I believe our family was just blessed to be talented.
Okay.
Like, I can honestly say I was singing before I was talking.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Okay.
my first experience was my big mama, rest her soul. She signed me and her up for like the church anniversary. I couldn't have been no more than like 3.
Okay.
And so I remember the very first song that I sang in front of an audience was This Little Light of Mine with my big mama.
I'm going.
And from that moment on, like, I was in the spotlight in the choir when it came to singing in the choir at church. And it just cultivated my talent even more. It cultivated my passion and my love for music. Because I didn't have any, vocal trainer or anything. And honestly, my mama wasn't for the singing. She was like, you gonna get education.
Right.
Can Mama sing?
She has more of like an operatic style voice. I think what happens is like with every set of children, you got maybe that 1 or 2 that can sing. Like out of my mom's grandchildren, I have a niece who has a beautiful angelic voice, but she's so shy with it So sometimes I can have
You
like,
need to take her to the show.
I
TT.
hear, you know, like I hear in the background, but you know, I try to sing with her, but then she'll get real.
Oh no, you need to take her to them shows.
So is
I
it
can't get her in them shows. She ain't old enough.
I'm talking about one of them Alamo shows.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Is it a such thing as because I've heard where you have natural born singers and then you have people that's kind of just groomed and coached, you know what I'm saying, to it. So I guess you would consider yourself a natural born singer.
I'm a very humble individual, so I will always tell people I can carry a tune. I let other people say,
Girl.
she's a natural born singer.
Okay.
You know, I mean, but I can honestly say though, I never had any vocal training except singing in the church choir.
Okay.
And then singing in Jim Hill choir.
I used to sing in the church choir too.
Did you sing in the front row or the back row?
I was in the back.
He was just in there.
You
was in the back.
there. You was a seat filler.
Me and Twin was in the back.
Go him. That explains a lot.
They asked us to be in there, okay?
They
We
needed
didn't
some
say-
seat
Yeah, they asked him. You caught that? Yeah, that's what happened.
No,
They needed some seat fillers.
it was a tone that they needed.
What tone was it?
Hey, I want to say
Flat.
baritone.
Flat,
I mean, you know,
flat baritone.
yeah.
Okay.
See,
It was whatever they needed. You all could provide.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Say less, man.
But I sung at an event.
Did you sing a solo at an event?
Hell
Oh.
Come
You
on,
know
now.
them folks wasn't
Ain't
finna
nobody
get
that
him no
crazy.
mic. Now you know they weren't finna get him no mic.
So when did you? Okay, so I guess that answers this question. Then when did you first got into music? That was at this little light of mine.
Yes.
Okay, now when did you first get into it to say, this is what I'm gonna try to do?
Ooh. That's like a extra question that requires an extra answer. I always wanted to get into it.
Okay.
But being from Mississippi, honestly, and just growing up, we at that time we didn't have the resources and the assets that we have now, as far as actually knowing what direction to go to, go in where you can go for your resources, different things like that. So I was singing at weddings, I was singing at funerals, I was singing at different type of social events and different things like that. But as far as just like doing professionally, that was on the back burner. But that was kind of instilled in me because when I was in middle school, I had a teacher. One day, parent teacher conference, they told my mom, she has a beautiful voice. She can actually make it if you all invest in it. But the way my mom was brought up and the way she brought us up, ain't no guarantee you're gonna make money when it comes to music. Right. But you got the grades to go to school, get a scholarship, and get a career and focus on that. So singing was just kind of on the back burner until I was able to get out on my own to do what I wanted to do with it. So I focused on school, focused on getting a career. I got a few college degrees. I established a career, and when I got to a point where I was established in that, that's when JG allowed me to come into the fold. And kind of what happened with that was like JG and I, we went to high school and college together. So he knew I had a talent. He would constantly tell me when he got into the music scene and he kind of got his eyes on everything that was going on and how to, move about in it. He was like, Jay, come holler at me. Come work with me. We can work some magic. And I'm not gonna lie, I always was like, no, I'm focused on this. And then sometimes you got the imposter syndrome. Like nobody want to listen to me. Like people at church tell you sound good. Your friends and family tell you sound good. But it's different when you get in front of people who don't know you. You know what I'm saying? Those are the real critics. Those are the real people that are gonna be like, where did y'all get this good from? That type of thing.
Have you ever encountered someone who thought they could sing, but you like?
I have.
Do you tell them?
No.
I mean, what you gonna let them keep?
Now,
going?
wait a minute now. See, they got on me a couple weeks ago because Reese used to want to rap. And I told them that I told him, but I still support it.
Uh-huh.
So I feel like you're supposed to tell them when they ain't.
Okay, if it's somebody close and personal to me, I'd be like, that's not your talent. That's not your talent. If that's what you want to do,
He better now.
You.
From what I've heard, he's better now, but back then,
Not
no.
so much.
Hey, first of all, before we go first, I mean, tell these people how we met, and so
I knew this was coming.
So that they can know that I was good.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
How did we meet?
So, Reese and I actually met years ago when I was a fresh baby at Jackson State, and it was a homecoming one year, and they had a talent show. I participated in the talent show as, of course, a singer. Well, Reese and his twin, they participated, but they rapped, and they did a cover of Nelly's Air Force Ones about some Reeboks.
The soldiery, is it soldiery?
Soldieries.
Yeah.
Listen, I can't remember a word that they said. I knew they came on stage with some Reeboks in their hands, but they literally had the entire student union just jumping. Like, they rocked the entire performance. Stop. You want me to tell you the other part, how I remember that night?
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
Okay. So.
I think I did.
Okay, did he good? Did you do something?
No, I was like what we talked about before we started.
Oh, man, yeah, you can say that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So, and another significant thing about Reese and his twin that I remember about their performances, the whole time I'm sitting there, I'm like, these niggas look just like my daddy. I'm like, and I remember coming up to them and asking them, who your daddy? I mean, because
I trying to make sure.
Trying to make sure. And so, feet is my witness. They do look very similar.
I've never met my daddy.
I saw the picture, and y'all definitely
I showed
be
you the
related.
same pictures I showed feet.
Y'all could be related, Reese.
We definitely could.
Well, I mean, you know.
I mean, hey, it's a good thing to possibly be related to thee.
I'm just saying, like she.
I would like to say the same here.
I'm just saying. I'm just trying to check your temperature.
It's a pleasure to us to be related. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you know what I'm saying? Hey.
I'm going to call you cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Cousin. Officially.
What up,
Cousin.
cousin?
What up? Officially.
Officially.
Cousin.
You are my cousin. You know what I'm saying?
You are my cousin.
We'll figure it out. You know what I'm saying? We'll sort it out
somewhere.
today. You know what I'm saying? But again, I was going to say, so, I mean, if you know somebody personally, you'll tell them now. But
personally,
you don't want to kill nobody's dream.
Yeah, but I don't want to kill any dreams. I mean, I've had another thing that happens is that with my friends and family who are close to me, they'll be like, you're not going to get up there and embarrass me. I'm not singing nowhere near you. I'm not singing anywhere around you.
They know what you can do.
So they know what I can do. I had one of my best friends. We actually went out for lunch one day, and she wanted me to sing a happy birthday to her friend.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like, well, I'm going to try to sing with you. I'm going to try to see. I'm going to try to catch the harmony on it. And then she was just, I could see the look on her face was like, this bitch. I mean, as I started singing, I was so happy birthday. She was just like, so then she just walked off. And I was like, what happened?
But you told me to sing happy birthday.
I'm like, what happened? And
you know exactly what happened.
And she pretty much was like, when somebody says they're going to sing with you and they're going to try to harmonize with you, you cannot bust out into full solo mode. I'm like, I don't know how to do that.
That's not right.
Perfect example, at OG Snap birthday bash, like, JG killed me because he knows that I wanted to do so much more with that song, but he had to rein me in.
But you did though.
Listen.
I'm trying to tell you, Reese was like,
it was so much more.
It was so much more.
Ooh.
He already said he saw music notes.
You know what's gonna have to happen next time, man.
Say less, fam. So it can be done. But I feel like a prisoner in handcuffs and shackles when I have to do it like that, though.
Right.
Because I just don't know. It's hard.
Oh, I feel you, man. I mean, I got some examples, but I ain't gonna use them. That's too far. You know what I'm saying?
It's hard. But I mean, like if it's somebody close to me, I'm not gonna kill their dream. Like, this is what you want? Well, you might have to work on this a little bit, you know. But if it's somebody who I don't know, like if say you going, how many times y'all have sat at a wedding and they had a soloist sing a song at the wedding and y'all are like, where did they get this person from?
Well, you know, I mean, most of the weddings I've done, they've been pretty professional, so it really wasn't. I ain't really never seen nothing bad.
I have.
But then I be
but another thing is,
back there with the hand.
but I'll also say this:
you be trying to drink, that's a shame.
I'll also say this: when you are a singer or when you are a musician,
you
hear stuff that is not supposed to be there.
I can understand that,
and so it kind of like.
You got a request in the comments.
Okay.
From Mr. Ward 5. Can I call him that? James. Yeah. He's running for Ward 5. James Reason.
Okay.
He want to know if you'll hit a note for him.
You might want to sing at the wedding.
Oh yeah, they shall get married.
Oh, okay. Well, congratulations. You know, I mean, I can hit a note. You know what I'm saying?
You want a note? Hold on, we gotta get some. Like, look, she don't sing for free now.
Yeah, that is
she sold out the Alamo. already.
Now if JG is on there, ask him to request that from JG.
They ain't gotta sing a song. Just
she can give you a line.
I need a simple line.
Okay, a simple line.
Go get a range. Where you at in your range? C7, C2.
I'm all in her ear singing a song.
Boy, who's that?
Mr. Old Boy cutting up in the comments.
Oh my goodness! Now that was a hell of an event. I'm sitting here and I'm like, if he don't, hey, no disrespect, oh boy, I love you, but I literally was like, if he don't get his ass back, I'm trying to sing.
That was
this
her
song.
Microphone. She telling you that was her
I was
microphone.
trying to sing, man. Hey, that Wes Jackson's to come back. Okay, you tell Mr. Rigsby that I will Ridgely. I'm sorry that I will hit that note for him.
We're gonna get to your note, okay? We're gonna get to your note, okay?
Okay, now it's we have different styles in Mississippi.
Very.
Well, even in the whole industry, honestly.
That is true.
So, like, what? How would you classify yourself? What kind of singer would you classify yourself as?
I mean, I'm thinking about all of the songs that are in Jae Thomas's portfolio.
Kids Seminar.
Kiki.
I can't pronounce this word. She's a I ain't gonna fuck it up. I'll fuck it up. Controlio? I can't say it. We'll read it later.
Okay. Can you spell it?
You probably still can get it. You can read it off the phone.
I can. Let me see what she said, man. Kia said that you are a.
Oh, okay.
Contralto.
Contralto?
Yeah.
Contralto.
Is that an actual?
It is. It's like your vocal range. It's like your vocal
She can
range.
control the alto, you know what I'm saying? But
that is not what that means.
I mean, come on.
You know what, Reese? I'll let you be great on a lot of things, especially my apothic, but I'm not gonna let you be great on that.
You sit on that?
Yeah. Oh, I will forever be on that.
Well, we cousins now. You know,
I was like, I'll forever be on that, cuz.
It happens. It happens.
But at the next family cookout, you better have my apothic.
Well, I gotta get back to work.
I see you say that.
Who? I did this for you.
Nah, he was already off. Don't even let him lie to you.
I don't need you jumping in when I'm trying to make
What
something.
you need to understand is I was here last week, so I know your whole off schedule right now.
Oh, yeah.
Just come sometime, you gotta play with it. Run with it, okay?
I'm not.
Well,
She
y'all
want
ain't
her
shit.
wine. She want her wine, and that is
Y'all ain't shit.
Hey, I'm okay with it. Are you?
Of course.
Say less then.
I'm the shit though.
You ready?
I should have left your ass outside. You know what I'm saying?
I was gonna let her in. I was gonna let her in.
Exactly. I got an eye.
Best behavior, okay?
I got an eye on 6.
So you would classify yourself as a, I mean, cause like, okay, you have like these spoken word singers, you got the deep, dark singers, you got hurt singers, you got party singers.
Okay, I would go around the range of deep, hurt, and party. And the reason I say that is because every lyric that comes out of my mouth, it is a personal testimony of what I experienced. I've experienced some deep shit. I've experienced some hurt shit. I've experienced some hurt shit to the point where JG got sick and tired of me writing songs about being hurt. He literally asked me one day, he was like, "You still mad?"
But I'm gonna ask you, know what I'm saying, what is your creative process like? Is it come from
it comes from personal experiences. It really does, you know. And New Beginnings, which is my EP that's out now, that we had the Alamo show back in December in 2019. You know, that was my first actual real project, and it was a personal testimony to things that I encountered in a specific relationship. And so moving on to the new album, you know, you'll see that transition of me going from being a hurt individual to being an individual loving life. So that's when I got the fun R&B songs, you know, the club bangers, and then it goes to me being deep, you know, about just releasing all of that animosity, all of the anger that you have towards anybody, whether it's relationships, fake friends, bad supervisors, you know, just releasing all of it.
It's a mesh of like emotions.
Yeah.
Emotions.
Yeah. So I'm that singer where I'm you know how you know Toni Braxton, she gonna come with the bad love songs, just like she gonna. I'm that singer that's gonna give you a little bit of some of everything.
But then you gonna have Keisha Cole come with that. You know what I'm saying? She stayed hurt.
Yeah,
you know, but she had some bangers in there too. Like,
Okay.
her and Missy had a song that was a club banger, I would think.
And Missy can sing, but she's a rapper though. But she can sing though. She could really sing.
Would you tap into rapping?
I definitely would.
JG,
If
write us some bars.
I can write my own bars, sir.
Oh, told you.
Did we have this conversation?
Got you
last
straight
week?
I
on
don't
together.
know, you know what I'm saying? But I was leading into something.
Oh, okay. I'm listening.
What you lead into, Reese?
You can still lead into
Cause
it.
your lead one together, cause she already said she write her own music.
You can still lead into it, cause
I am gonna hurt you.
I'm
You know what I'm saying?
cousin, you can lead into it.
I was leading into. I said, JG, write a couple bars. You know what I'm saying? Not to say that you couldn't. I'm gonna ask you, do you write songs for other people?
No, I do not write songs for other people. Honestly, and it's not because I'm against it. It's just that the opportunity has not presented itself for me to write songs for other individuals. I'm willing to provide to anybody's creative process, however they need me to. Even if it's just me helping them catch a note, or how they want to, or help them figure out how they want to sing a particular part. If it's a rapper trying to sing a part, if it's a singer trying to sing a part, But I've never actually written for anybody else. But I'm not against it if they ask me to.
Okay. Now you spoke on the Alamo, and we talked about that last time. You spoke on that as a man, you sold out situation.
Yes.
Now that's a hell of a feeling.
That's
a lot of people.
It is, and I can be perfectly honest. Singing in front of that type of crowd is completely different from singing in front of your church family or your regular family. In that moment, I knew the moment I stepped out on stage for my very first song, I knew I was meant to be a performer.
Okay.
My family and friends, I tell them that, they're like, you've been a performer forever. But never actually being there in that moment, like everybody is here to see you,
Right.
That's something completely different. And I was comfortable in it.
Because I was gonna ask, do you get butterflies or do you get nervous before you go out?
All the time. I have a sorority sister who amazing stepper. Like, bitch can step her ass off.
Like the Chicago steppers, but
the step her ass off. Like, she could have went on Stump the Yard and stumped our asses out
them
the
kind
yard.
of steps.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And so she used to always, shout out to Miranda, she used to always tell me every time she got ready to do a step show, she would get sick and she would throw up.
Get the bubble guts.
And I'd just be like, bro, you one of the coldest steppers I've ever met in my life. How is it that you get that anxious and that nervous? And she was like, it don't matter. You about to perform. People are about to see you. And so that night of my show, I realized exactly what she was talking about. I get nervous every time I have to sing at a wedding or, any other type of event. But that night, it was on a completely different scale.
Right.
And so I was nervous as hell. But people were like, we couldn't tell. And that's why I realized I was meant to be performing.
Would you rank that as your best performance?
I mean, as of right now.
As of right now, definitely.
I mean, well, yeah. I mean, as far as we can go, as
but she probably had other performances since that.
As far as that, but as far as like something like this, COVID shut a lot of stuff down.
Yeah.
As soon, what I'm saying, because we actually were getting ready to get a show going in April, May of 2020, but COVID said, "Hey y'all," and that bitch ain't love yet. So but as far as
I didn't understand that.
I'm sorry.
I think it's a little
It is. So as far as
trying to get some FaceTime.
On camera.
So as far as a performance like that, that's been my only performance I've been able to do. And I do feel like that was my greatest because I didn't do just like an A-B selection. Right. I did a whole fucking concert.
A show.
2 sets. We had a set, intermission,
Okay.
and then another set.
You're going to get to that point where you have a show at 7 o'clock. And then it's going to have to be another show.
And I'm ready for it. I got my hot tea with the lemon and the honey on the side. Just ready for it.
That's necessary.
Just ready for it.
Okay, now, just to go same note now.
Okay.
What would you consider as one of your worst performances? Have you had any embarrassing situations happen? Because we've seen nip slips, wardrobe malfunctions and stuff. You know what I'm saying? People fall off a stage.
I will say this: the night of the show, I almost had a wardrobe malfunction.
Okay.
I almost came out there pulling a Lizzo on y'all, and they didn't know. But we was able to catch it.
Okay.
Before we was able to catch it before the show actually started. My all of my outfits that I perform in, they're custom made.
Mm-hmm.
They're custom made.
So
this particular outfit, the skirt was cut too short. So it literally was like, if I wore it with the slit in the back, my ass was gonna be out and the band was gonna be seeing it. If I wore it with the slit to the side, all of this was gonna be out. People weren't be seeing it. But we were able to get everything situated to where nobody knew until now. So
you can take the side, you know what I'm saying? That's hard.
So that was like a wardrobe malfunction almost, because I have a great team, and when I tell you we were backstage and they put it together so quick, fast, and in a hurry, you wouldn't even know.
Ken Seminar said you did exceptionally well that night.
Thank you, Ken.
Good job.
And old boy want to know what's with the lemon and honey.
Okay, well, with the lemon and honey, that allows your vocal cords to get worn, because you don't want to go out and start singing in your vocal cords. First, if you're not doing your vocal ranges or your vocal scales before you sing, basically just getting them relaxed.
And stuff,
getting them relaxed before you get ready to go sing. Because if you ever think about people they'll drink water, before they sing, and that's okay. But one, you want to make sure it's not cold water. It needs to be at least room temperature, and then that honey, it just soothes those vocal cords so they can, kind of like when you put oil in a car, in your engine, so we can run smoothly.
Yeah.
That's what that lemon water and honey, the lemon tea and honey is for. Is to make sure those vocal cords are doing smoothly.
He said he appreciated that advice.
Say less, baby. Anytime.
I might have a tea maker on.
You gonna buy him a
get the show.
Yes, sir. Get it together. Yes.
Yeah.
Now, I was gonna ask, if it wasn't for music, like what would you be doing? But apparently, you have a career also.
Yes.
So how do you balance that with this? I mean, what if you have to go hit the road? You got to go out of town for 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Stretch.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Is that?
Well, the perfect thing about what I do, if I can say what I do on
That's
That's completely up to you.
Okay, I'm in the healthcare field. I'm actually a licensed therapist. So if I had to leave and go on the road, take my laptop with me, do telehealth.
Okay.
Oh, that's the lit.
Do telehealth.
You
know what I'm saying?
That's the lit right
there. So I mean, now I ain't gonna lie. Now I get that phone call one day. It was like, you ain't gotta do any of this anymore. Just focus on your singing. Hey, I'll make the appropriate referrals.
Wow.
And I tell my clients I love y'all, but it's time for me to move on, and I make them get them to the right people. But yeah, if I had to go out of town and go on the road for 2 weeks, taking my laptop with me, making sure I have everything that I need in compliance, and do what I need to do there.
So I mean, is it easier do you find it difficult to try to open up the laptop and go ahead and do this what you got to do, but you need to be over here to do this rehearsal?
You just
schedule your time out. Yeah.
Okay.
It's literally all about time management.
Okay.
It's literally all about time management.
That's
now I'm not gonna lie. This past year, the time management thing has been really crazy because my practice picked up a lot, and with it picking up a lot, I like money.
You think it's because of COVID?
Oh, it's definitely because of COVID. Definitely because of COVID. I like money, and what happened was I wasn't intentionally scheduling just clients back to back. It just literally ended up being, damn,
like that.
I have scheduled myself. So when you get a phone call from your manager, I'm like, I'm just trying to make sure you still alive. You alright?
Make sure you at the studio.
Yeah, I ain't seen you. I heard. You good?
I feel it.
You good? So it's one of those things where literally having to balance that time management. And now that I'm getting all of that back together the way I need to, You know, I'm able to function a whole lot more better than previously. But it is one of those things where you have to find the time management. Like people who have kids, who have a family.
Yeah.
See, I don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? I'm not married, so that is not something that I have to balance that time with. But my other career, because I can't say my career because both of these are my careers. My other career, you know, they be competing. They be competing.
Both different.
I like money, so
Now being a therapist also, and an artist, it's like, how do you feel about the DMX situation like right now?
Ooh.
Oh, that's really
First,
that's a good question.
I love DMX. One of my very first albums I ever listened to. I literally stole my brother's "Then There Was X" CD from him,
So
and he didn't really. I beat it.
I need an inventory for this.
Sir.
Not today.
I have grown enough to where if I can steal it, I can buy it.
Okay, you know,
Yes,
some people just
ma'am.
got kleptos.
I don't have that disorder.
I don't know. You ain't
I'm
saying on my
telling
couch
you.
yet, you know what I'm saying?
So, with DMX, like I say, first I have to say that's one of my favorite rappers. And my heart just broke from there. As a therapist, I know that addiction is a disease. And then if you know the background of how he got hooked on crack cocaine.
Yeah, that was sad.
If you know that background, at that age, your brain is still developing. That individual who did that to him, that individual who did that to him, he set him up. I'm pretty sure there are other things that put him at a higher risk for becoming an addict, but the individual set him up to be more prone to addiction. And as much money as you make, as famous as you are, you know, or as broke as you are, and as of a nobody that you are in comparison to someone on the statue of DMX, addiction is like a bullet. It does not discriminate. It will land wherever it lands. So as a therapist, I understand it, and it hurts my heart because I still feel like there should have been people in his circle. You know, I don't know if there were not people in their circle. If there were people in his circle, but you know, if there were, something happened and the addiction it just took over. But as a artist, I just in the local scene, I can see how you become dependent on that substance to get you through the next show, to get you through to everything.
That's what
To me, as an individual, as an artist, you know, again, I write about stuff that I've actually experienced. Nothing that comes out of my mouth is a lie, but it's therapeutic to me. So instead of me being so broken down from a relationship, from individuals that's just been shitty, you know, they can, like I say, I could be friends, relationships, family members, people in my other career, you know, and me writing allowed me to heal. It helped me heal.
Do you feel like, I mean, because like you take from real life and everything, do you feel like that kind of, you know, make people veer off into avenues where they would end up being in situations like that?
I honestly feel that two things can happen. Either a person has already been through what I'm writing about, what I'm singing about, and they can relate to it, and it can help them heal just listening to these words. Because I can tell you countless of songs that have actually helped me just process and heal certain situations.
Too, yeah.
Or like you said, they can pay attention to the lyrics and they can be like, okay,
and drown in whatever they talking about.
Yeah, you know, and it can be one of those situations where they can listen to it and be like, okay, I don't want to end up like this, so let me reevaluate my life.
It's one way or
yeah. So if it helps anybody in any form or fashion, you know, I'm all for it. You know, and I'm one of those people that I lived it, I wrote about it. If I'm writing about it, I'm not ashamed of it because it was a breakthrough for me. It allowed me to come through.
It's about the breakthrough.
You know, it's about the breakthrough. It's about that healing process. You know.
Now I know you mentioned your new album.
Mm-hmm.
I want to know. Do you have an estimated date or anything for your new album?
I do not have an estimated date. Hopefully, we are looking for a 2021 release. you know, and that honestly is just depending on how COVID allows us to operate. And what I say by that is the way we move is if we're releasing the album, we want to make sure we got some singles to come out, and we want to make sure we have some visuals to go with those singles.
Okay.
So the visual aspect is what, you know, we're really concerned about, making sure that everything's just lined up. But with Optimal Palace, you know, we're gonna make things shape, and you, of course, you all will be the first ones to know. We and Jae Thomas is stepping out on the scene with their new album.
Are you working on? You have anything that you're working on now? And not from the album, somebody in your songs.
Oh yes. And one great thing when your manager is also a producer and they also make beats, you know, you're really not hungry for anything at that moment. You know, so a lot of things I've been doing during this time is, you know, JG will send me beats, like 4, 5, 6 beats at a time, and I'll write them. I'll work on them. I'll write them, and then in addition to that,
You be writing them like that fast?
I mean, it takes time. Like I listen to each beat, and when I'm happy with that product of what I have for that beat, then I'll move on to the next one.
Oh.
But sometimes in between those beats, I'll come up with an entire song on my own, like from the first verse to the chorus to the second verse to the bridge, and I'm like, JG, I need you to make a beat to go with this, because a lot of the songs that we had on New Beginnings, I was singing from my head, and JG will come back and create that beat for it.
Okay, check it out right quick.
Sure.
Man, I know it's gonna probably be an easy one. You know what I'm saying? But
Possibly.
it's because it's too easy.
Maybe.
Okay. It's not even fair. Okay. Aretha, Patti LaBelle.
Aretha.
Okay.
Yeah.
And anybody who knows me knows if I'm put on spot to sing a song, I will sing an Aretha song real quick. I really want to play Aretha in any movie that was created. Anybody in Jackson want to create a movie about Aretha? Please hire me as Aretha. Please. I love Aretha.
Okay. Beyonce, Celine Dion.
Oh, that's
You
hard.
motherfucker. Oh,
I'm gonna go with Beyonce because she black.
Man, hey, look, music
that's just
is a
it.
sound. It's not a color.
okay.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Celine Dion, and not taking away anything from Beyonce.
No.
To all the beehives, please. I am not taking
Don't sting
anything
her.
away from Beyonce. Please don't come for me. As far as vocals, because I'm gonna tell you, as many songs as Beyonce can put out, and her voice is fucking awesome. Celine Dion got me on My Heart Will Go On. That part right there, that song,
Oh yeah, the Titanic.
the
song.
Titanic song. That's why I have to. But performance wise,
Beyonce
Of
killed
course,
her.
you know,
Murdered.
Got that.
like
Mark.
so it's not an either or there. It's for which one.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Now that's female side. Okay, Neo Usher.
Usher every day.
Neo.
Thank you.
Neo.
I
We
don't
cousins.
like
We
Neo.
cousins. We cousins.
Neo's very first
I
album.
like Neo for other people. I'm gonna say that.
Neo's very first album. I actually created, when I was online and when I was pleasuring, I actually created our line song based on, that was my very first song that I ever wrote, actually, to be honest. We had three.
And you pledged what?
I am a finer woman of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated.
Make sure they know.
From the home, my home chapter is the Lambda Beta chapter of Jackson State University.
Okay, so we
Thank
can
you.
revert back to
See, I love.
I would never.
Okay. But
Respect.
the song "Why Don't You Just Stay With Me,"
Mhm.
I created our line song to that song,
Okay. Look at you.
and that whole album was just like, oh my god, that album is, to me, it's a classic.
Right.
I will always choose Neo over Usher. Not taking away from Usher, but I always choose Neo over Usher.
Okay, how about for last one? Last one.
Okay,
Mariah, Stephanie Mills.
right.
Oh, Stephanie Mills?
I love me some Stephanie
I mean-
Mills songs.
Right.
I mean, Vision of Love, yes, I get it. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot me,
I mean, but
Mariah.
okay, you know what I'm
I said what I said.
I'm over here.
Ah, you know what I'm saying? It was just
I'm not mad at it, but I just like, come
Right.
on. Most of these folks watching this program don't even know who Stephanie Mills is.
Probably don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
They probably don't.
But
They
feel the
probably
fire is all I got to say.
Now,
I do want to tap into your new joint though.
ooh,
Okay.
what's the new joint? We got a new joint? We got an exclusive?
Yeah,
Just
kind of,
a
sort
just
of.
a little rap, just a little razzle
Little razzle dazzle.
just a little razzle dazzle.
I'm gonna see what we got here. We gon'
Okay. Look
Yeah.
at you.
You know,
I appreciate you for blessing us with this
To
exclusive.
speak.
y'all trying to
Oh.
look
What's the name of this one?
ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going nowhere.
Ain't going
Nope.
nowhere.
Not today.
You or them.
They ain't going. You ain't going nowhere.
We're gonna give him a snippet.
And this is featuring Not Cold. Beat created by Jae Thomas.
I like this song. I like this.
It's different.
You ain't going nowhere, 'cause you know we're homies, and I never feel this. I know you ain't going nowhere. Say that we don't mean, but you know you'll never find another me. 'Cause you ain't going nowhere, 'cause you know we're homies, and I never feel this. I know you ain't going. You can say you don't love me no more, but it's okay, 'cause I know you won't go. You can believe that it's over, we're through. But don't forget that I know the real you. With your ups and downs and your demonstration, your whole life is just for me. You can play yourself standing at the door. I'm not worried 'cause we didn't hear before.
Don't say that. Don't give too much. Don't give too much. Don't give too much.
Okay. I like this song. I told you.
You'll
I
never
like
find
this
it.
song.
You will never.
Hey, I'm on both sides on this one, okay?
I'm listening.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
like this.
'Cause sometimes you'll never find another one like me.
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. That's that
Okay,
statement right
straight
there.
like that.
It should be that. I hope so. That's the plan. Hey,
Straight like
depending on
that.
how you did me, I hope I don't ever find nothing like you. Shit.
No. If we have gone through as much as we've gone through, and you continually leaving, but you still coming back, apparently
That's where you want to be.
apparently you choosing me. You have not found another one like me.
I haven't, you know what I'm saying? But I would hope I didn't. You know what I'm saying? Depending on how we broke up. You know what I'm saying? Because
It didn't bother you if you keep
at the
coming
end
back.
of the day,
once it's over with, it's over with. Wow. Let me stop lying. I'll
I-
be back.
Okay,
at the end of the day, they
know.
know they ain't going nowhere until I want them to go.
Ooh.
Oh,
All right, cuzzo.
this.
Turn that off. Somebody calling you. They won't need that conversation going on. Because ain't no telling.
Not at all. No.
You know.
Do you play any instruments? One thing like piano or?
I can freestyle on the piano. I know that makes no sense. I can get on that piano.
I don't want
and
that
y'all-
regular Humpty Dumpty.
That's what I'm saying.
do-do-do-do.
I can. It's like I can lay my hands on the keys and it sound like Mozart for that bitch.
Slowly roll now. You putting yourself in some great company.
I'm just saying.
Stevie.
Hey. I'm just saying. But outside of that, honestly, a true, real instrument outside of my vocal cords, no.
So
That's
you are an
instrument enough, though.
You are.
I am the instrument.
Okay, that makes sense. Now, you seem to be on your way because you seem to be very successful and consistent with your work ethic, and still staying in the studio and putting out music, or at least recording music to be put out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what's one of the biggest obstacles that you face inside the business? I mean, because sometimes, you have some people, they run into where they can't get beats or studio time.
Can I be perfectly honest?
I know you got beats.
Yeah, I definitely got beats. It is honestly, it's not even the industry itself. It is the whole getting the support from
Say it out loud.
because it's one of those things. Like I have a video shoot. Your only requirement, man, just show up. Just show up. We need a crowd. We need people. You know, and if I was Jill Scott,
Right.
you'll be paying to come.
But when you blow up and you are the Jill Scott
Yeah.
later on, they like, oh, I supported her, but you weren't at that video shoot when she was trying to.
Yeah,
trying
that
to
part. That's one of the biggest things. You know, is it's like getting the support. And don't get me wrong, I have the people that will support. I have the people that will show up.
Oh, yeah.
But you also have the people who say, I support you, but when you ask them, hey, I'm not even asking you to pay any money. I just need you to show up to be a scene filler.
Extra,
Just
right.
an extra. Like, you can't even get that type of support. And you just like, that's one of the biggest obstacles. And people in Mississippi, people in Jackson say this all the time, we don't support our own. I say that's halfway true because there are those who do support.
Right.
And then there are those who don't support, but they'll support you once you get big.
Right. It's some local supporters, just some people they don't sing, they don't rap, they don't do nothing, but they like you. They like that artist.
Yes.
They even if it's as small as a post that say, "Oh, gotta go down to F. Jones. Jay gonna be down there. I'ma be there.
Yeah.
DJ Thomas gonna be down there."
Oh, yeah, correct that.
Saw that look.
Thank you. Thank you.
DJ Thomas gonna be down there. They enjoy your set, your show, your voice, everything about you, and it is people in the city like that. I know 'em, but we need all of them. You know what I'm saying? But we can't satisfy everybody. We try.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you don't get so disheartened to where, man, I ain't gonna do this shit no more because don't nobody want to support me. No, you just get your grind on, you keep going, and you keep going, and you keep going. That's all you can do, because when you get outside of, Jackson, outside of Mississippi, it's so much more. It's so much bigger. And like I say, not negating anybody that does support Jae Thomas, not negating anybody that does support local artists from Jackson, from Mississippi. But Mississippi does just have like a bad reputation of not supporting their own. And
Right.
so when I got into the actual industry,
Right.
I realized these niggas ain't lying. This shit is real.
Okay, now we just did our comparison right now when I put you on the spot.
Yes.
And Felicia said that some of these people don't even know who Stephanie Mills is. You know what I'm saying? Now I know you know, but do you think it's important to learn about the older artists and the older music going forward? I mean, just to have that understanding, because like if you weren't singing, basically what I'm saying, would you know who Stephanie Mills was?
It's very important. And I'm gonna be perfectly honest, I developed that was my vocal coaching. Listening to Kixie 107
Okay.
in my mama car.
Kixie 107. I can't sing it, but see how you just showed me up? You see what happened there?
That's what my friends and family be talking about. Like, shut up. I can't. I tried, but it don't work
It's
like
okay.
that.
But go ahead.
But listening to Kixie 107, listening to Stephanie Mills, listening to Gladys Knight, Anita Baker, Aretha,
I ain't even throw them at you.
Yeah.
That would be too tough. You know what I'm saying?
Listening to them is what helped shape my vocal. And then, like I say, having my aunt and my uncles that can sing, listening to them and catching their things. Like, there be times when me and my aunt I can remember when I was a child, and we would be riding in her car, going somewhere, and she'll sing a song, and she'll be like, my baby, now this how you learn to sing this part right here, and she'll show it to me, and I always remember those things in my head.
Right.
And one thing that my other uncle, when I say they can sing Luther under the table, he used to always tell me, whenever you sing a song that everybody knows, make it your own.
Okay.
Make it your own. You want them to be able to say, now I like Aretha version, but she sang the hell out that song.
Right. So you feel good about cover songs?
Yes.
You support cover songs?
I support cover songs.
Do that.
Don't be no jockeys. Don't do that.
A jockey.
What's his name? Jacquees.
Jacquees.
Oh.
Whatever his name is, no man.
I definitely support cover songs, because one thing about it, if nobody knows if people don't know who you are,
Right.
but they know you can sing Aretha, they
Right.
know you can sing Gladys, they know you can sing Anita, then that's how they start to learn who you are because of that your vocals. Like remember when I did my vocals for Silhouette, you compared me to the Tashas.
Hey, look, man, that's a different kind of comparison, though. You know.
So I mean, but you know, it's one of those things where you want to be able to, you want people to be able to see what type of range you have, and cover songs allow people to see what type of range you have.
And rappers have that option too, you know.
That
ain't
is true.
nobody gonna be rapping Salt and Pepper now. You know?
Can we get some social medias from you, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. You can follow me on Facebook, Jae Thomas, Jae space Thomas. You can also follow me on Instagram, official Jae Thomas, all lowercase, all together. Again, Jae is spelled Jae. And then on YouTube, you can subscribe to my channel, official Jae Thomas, and this spaces official space Jae space Thomas.
I just subscribed today too.
Thanks, boo. Thanks, cuz I appreciate it.
I
appreciate it.
Don't be
You know what I'm
booing me.
saying?
I ain't with the insect, all right?
What? I call feet, boo. Don't do that. Don't be that guy. See, that's that light skinned nigga shit.
Whatever. You light skinned too.
No, I'm a light skinned female.
You light skinned nigga. We're gonna get one. Let me tell you something, man. Y'all tune into another edition of Speak Aloud TV, man. It's DJ Reese Reed, man. I have the Jae Thomas in here. Shout out to Fee, as in pay me in the back. Make sure y'all tap into the website, speakaloud.com, Instagram, Speak Aloud TV, Facebook, Speak Aloud TV. Instagram for Felicia is Fee, as in pay me. Dope ass artist, man. I can't wait to see what's coming so soon.
Be on the lookout. Thank you guys for having me. Again, this is DJ Thomas, and I thank you all for sitting in and tapping in.
And I don't even want no free ticket today. I'm gonna pay. I'm gonna pay. But I do want to be backstage, though.
Say less. You gonna be on the stage, you DJ.
Deceive me, and you gave all of me, but you took it.
I'm starting to hear this beat different now, you know what I'm saying? I'm
I'm stranded in the darkness with no light to see at the tunnel's end, and I'm living broken love with you and me. So fragile.
Yeah, you got to hit that note for that.
Told you, boy, stop playing games.
We out, y'all. We out, man.